You ever just sit there, completely quiet? But inside your head, it's like a whole conversation is going on. Like you're explaining things, replaying moments, even arguing with people who aren't even there. And then suddenly, you catch yourself and think, why do I do this so much? But what if I told you? This isn't just overthinking. Your mind is actually trying to tell you something. Something you've probably been ignoring. You talk to yourself, don't you? Not out loud all the time. But in your head, there's always a voice. Replaying conversations. Arguing with people who aren't even there. Explaining things you'll probably never say. And sometimes, it feels a little strange. Like, why do I do this so much? But what if I told you? This habit you've been quietly judging in yourself might actually say something powerful about who you are. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you might never look at your own thoughts the same way again. Imagine this. It's late at night. You're lying in bed. Your phone is silent. The world is quiet. But your mind? It's having a full conversation. You're thinking about something that happened earlier. Maybe a small moment. A tone in someone's voice. A message that felt off. And suddenly, you're responding. Defending yourself. Explaining your side. Saying things you wish you had said. It's like you're both the speaker and the listener. And here's the strange part. Sometimes it feels more real than the actual conversation did. Pause for a second. Think about the last time you did this. Not just thinking, but actually talking in your head. What were you trying to solve? What were you trying to feel? Most people assume this is just overthinking. But it's not that simple. Talking to yourself is actually your brain trying to organize chaos. Your mind isn't just replaying things randomly. It's trying to make sense of emotions you didn't fully process in the moment. Because when something hits you emotionally, you don't always understand it instantly. So later, your brain brings it back. Not to torture you, but to complete the experience. It's like your mind is saying, wait, we didn't finish this. And that voice inside you? That's you, trying to understand you. Here's where it gets deeper. People who talk to themselves often are usually more self-aware than they realize. They don't just experience life. They analyze it. They question things others ignore. Why did that hurt? Why did I react like that? What did they really mean? And sometimes, this awareness feels like a burden. Because you see things others don't. You notice shifts in energy. Subtle changes in behavior. The unspoken tension in a room. And your mind doesn't let it go easily. So it starts building conversations. Trying to decode everything. But there's another side to this. A quieter truth. Sometimes when you talk to yourself, you're not just analyzing others. You're trying to comfort yourself. You're trying to be the person you needed in that moment. Think about it. When you replay a situation and finally say the right thing, who are you really talking to? Not them. You're talking to the version of you that felt unheard. You're giving yourself the response you wish you had received. And that's not weird. That's emotional intelligence trying to survive. But here's the twist most people miss. Talking to yourself can either heal you or trap you. It depends on one thing. Awareness. If your inner voice is constantly criticizing, judging, replaying pain without resolution, then it becomes a loop. A loop that keeps you stuck in moments that are already over. But if your inner voice starts asking better questions, softer questions, what can I learn from this? What do I actually feel right now? Is this thought even true? Then something shifts. You stop being your own enemy and start becoming your own guide. Pause again. Right now, what kind of voice lives in your head? Is it harsh? Or is it trying, even a little, to understand you? There's a reason some of the most thoughtful people, the most creative minds, the most emotionally aware individuals talk to themselves a lot. Because they don't ignore their inner world. They explore it. But exploration without direction can turn into getting lost. And that's where most people struggle. So the next time you catch yourself talking to yourself, don't immediately label it as weird. Don't shut it down. Listen to it. Because buried inside that conversation is something you're trying to understand, or something you're trying to heal. And maybe, instead of asking, "Why do I talk to myself so much?" ask a different question. What is my mind trying to tell me that I haven't been ready to hear? Because the truth is, you're not just talking to yourself. You're trying to meet yourself. And once you do, those conversations won't feel confusing anymore. They'll start to feel like clarity.